So, hello everybody. How am I getting on with the social media? It's a bit much really, to be honest. I can't cope with social media, to be honest. But I know, I understand it's something I have to do. But yeah, we'll get that sorted eventually. What the problem I had yesterday was, or was it yesterday, whenever, recently, was post on two things at once, and it didn't work, so I had to do it separately, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, hopefully you're following my Twitter and Instagram. If you're not, you know about it now. So what we're going to do is we've got actually quite a few 50p's to go through today. So I thought we'd start with 50p's, we do some £2, and then we do some more 50p's. If that's what everybody wants. Matthew Morris says, do you think there could be another Peter Rabbit 50p this year? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I think they've done enough Peter Rabbits now, or Beatrix Potter in general. That's not to say that I know anything or there won't be something, but I think it's unlikely. Especially now because we've got these dinosaur ones coming out, and they're going to take until the end of April basically to get out, so there's still time, obviously. Anyway, so if everybody's happy, now this first bag is a bag of 50p's that I thought were all 2019 shields. However, on further inspection, there is a few other bags in there. I don't know if you can see, that aren't sealed bags. So I think what's happened is there's been a mix of bags put in here. So we may not do the whole we may not do the whole £250. We may just do the ones that are mixed, but we'll see. I'll open a couple just to check whether they're entirely just 2019 shields, and if they are, then we might not bother opening them all, because nobody wants to see that. So Snapdragon says, how did your procedure go on your eye? As far as I know, fine. I won't know the details for another 5 or 6 weeks probably, but you know, it's only a minor procedure. It was just, I don't like people messing up my eyes. So anyway, thanks for asking. So we'll get started. We'll open these. Now this is a sealed bag. So I've had this a while actually. I think I've had this over a week now. So we want two now, if they're mostly 2019 shields. But yeah, see, there's quite a lot of 2019 shields I think in here. It could be one that somebody's taken back. So what we'll do, we'll open a couple of 2019 shields, see if they are all 2019 shields. I'll separate the non-sealed bags, because it could be that somebody else has already searched this and they put the ones that they didn't open back in another bag. So we'll see, but I suspect a lot of these are going to be 2019 shields, and nobody really wants me to go through 2019 shields. Now I did try also to get some 10p's today and some more £2 coins, but my usual source on a Thursday, Friday didn't have any £2 coins, so I only have one lot of £2 coins to go through, and the 10p's, they don't seem to be in existence anymore. Nobody's got any spare, so we'll see. So the coin collector says, "Oh, I didn't know something was wrong with your eye." Well, nothing's wrong with my eye as such. It's just that I think my pressure in my eye is too high, and the optician was a bit worried that it was too high. So the procedure was just to see if we can reduce the pressure in the eye. That was all. So hopefully that's been sorted, but it can take a month or so to improve the situation. So we'll see. Let me just move the camera around slightly so I can get the angles correct, and you'll see on here that I think most of these are 2019, if not all 2019s. So I think, as I suspected, all of these sealed bags are going to be 2019 shields, which is not what we're really after. Trouble is, they're so highly glossed over. I can see I can't even hold them. They keep sliding off. These are definitely all 2019 shields. So yeah, I don't think it's worth going through all of those bags, unfortunately. I'm just having a look to see if there's any that don't look like they're all 2019 shields. But I suspected that might be the case. This is a bonus bag, essentially. It's one I already had, and oh, now I've lost the bag. Right, so yeah, I think what I'll do is just go for the ones that aren't sealed, because looking at them now, I've got the bag open, all I can see is 2019 shields or similar. So you're not really wanting me to go through 2019 shields, so I'm sure. So we'll go with the ones that aren't sealed. See if they have anything in them. They probably haven't got anything in them either, but who knows? You can't tell until you look. And these look like they're all shields. They're all just about to say they're all Britannias, and there's a couple of fines. That's the Victoria Cross medals and public libraries. Not particularly decent fines, but they're fines. So I need to put those back in there. Laura says, do I have a website? I don't have a website as such, no, not at the moment. I mean, what would I put on it? Because all I'm doing is videos, and they're on YouTube at the moment. So yes, I could link them on the website, but to be honest, having a website is quite a lot of work. So no, I haven't at the moment. Sorry. Scottish Coin Collector says, that doesn't sound great. Hope you get over it. Well, I don't think you ever get over that sort of thing. It's one of those things you have to manage. But it's one of those things, really. I thought for a minute that was a 2016. I thought, oh, that'd be good. No, it's not. It's 2015. Ooh! Ooh! Well, that's unexpected find. Get the angle with that. I can't. It's weird. It's not. Oh, I think because I've set the focus in the wrong place. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, I thought I'd set the focus on these. So there's the first decent find. That's the Battle of Britain. Now there is, as Christopher often mentions, a different version of this that you can find with the initials IRB that was released for the sets. Guarantee, more or less guarantee, that it's not going to be this one, but we'll have a look anyway. And no, this is JC. You can see just about. That's not, but it's a good find. It's worth more than face value, allegedly. So, oops, I think I've knocked the camera, sorry. Right, that was the first of a few, hopefully, finds. Oops. So I don't know if anybody this week bought one of the dinosaur coins, the 50p's that they released. Ooh, there's one. Very shiny, these coins today. There's a Peter Rabbit from 2016. That's worth more than face value, again allegedly, and it's in really good nick, really shiny. So that's a nice one to find. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody's bought any of the dinosaur coins yet. Obviously, if you haven't already, then some of them already sold out. The gold one sold out within a couple of hours. So if you're after gold dinosaur coins, and I can't pronounce it, so you'll have to excuse me, but I have trouble with the pronunciations of things at the best of times. So, oh, there's another one. There's Scouts. Not above face value, but it's a different find. Oh, and there's another one. Another really good quality one. That Battle of Hastings, 1066 from 2016. Yeah, that's a really good shiny coin as well. A lot of luster on that one. Oh, oh, what is that? What is that? It's not as good quality as the Peter Rabbit, but I haven't found one of these for a long time. It's not as though they're entirely difficult to find, but yeah, look at that. That's a Jemima Puddle Duck. And again, it's in a bag of 2019 shields. That is quite a decent find. Not the best condition, it's got a slight sort of mistiness or wear on it, but that's a good one. Now that's not such a good one. Not only is it a dictionary, which is one of the most common, but it's also in pretty dire condition. So, but anyway, it's a dictionary. And there's another one. There's guiding or go guides. Again, nothing to write home about. We'll put it next to the scouts, to be fair. That was a good bag, wasn't it, that one? That was a really good bag. These are all shiny ones as well. Oh, these are probably the ones that they put back. Now these are probably the 2017 shields. 2019 shields that somebody's put back into circulation because they've opened the bag. Yeah, these are all 2019s. So I'm wondering whether this is somebody's putting their collection back in, because that's a bit odd to find a puddle duck in amongst all these shields. So perhaps these are all, the ones that I've got here now are all ones that people have returned, someone has returned. That's probably what's happened. Oh, there's a Roger Bannister. Again, nothing to write home about, but it's another find. Oh, and there's another one as well. We don't find these very often, to be honest, now. It's a 2014 Commonwealth Games. It's not in brilliant condition, but you don't find those as often as you'd think now. Oh, and there's another one. That's the Sherlock Holmes from last year. We still don't know the mintage figures, obviously, but I'm guessing that they're actually going to be lower than you'd think they might be. But we'll wait and see, I suppose. And there we are. So we've done quite well so far, considering this is a bag of 2019 shields in amongst a few scattered. To find a puddle duck and a couple other decent finds there, it's quite good going. Oh, and there's another Battle of Hastings. Well, this is one of those unusual hunts, because they're both in, those Battle of Hastings are both in decent condition as well. I haven't found an Olympic yet. That's the, or an Isaac Newton. Oops, don't throw coins over. So we're looking for any. Oh, and there's another decent one. Look. Yeah, these, I reckon somebody has dumped these in amongst all the other 2019 shields. That's an EU. Somebody, was it Caledonian Coins, was calling it an EU stars. I don't know that there's any stars in the EU, but I know what he means. Yeah, that is a good find as well. Wow. This is quite some special hunt, considering. As I said, I can't remember how many bags. I should have counted how many bags were not sealed, but to rewind the video. Oh, there's a couple. There's another dictionary. It's in better condition than the first one, and that one's also slightly better condition. Got two of those. And we've only got 2 bags to go on this now, including this one. Ooh, there's another decent one. Look. Actually, quite a lot of 2016 coins. I don't think we're going to find all of them, unfortunately, but there's a Beatrix Potter anniversary coin from 2016. That's another good one. So we've got, what have we got? We've got Peter Rabbit, we've got Benjamin, sorry, we've got Peter Rabbit, we've got Jemima Puddle Duck, and we've got Beatrix Potter anniversary for 2016. So yeah, we've only got the 3, but that's 3 more, or 2 more at least, than we normally do. Hello there. This is turning into a decent hunt, says the Scottish coin collector. Well, yes, it is, considering I've only got like 1, oh hang on, I'll tell you how many it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've only got 10 bags of non-2019 shields to go through, and this is the last of those. Now I could go through the 2019 shields, but I think they're all sealed enough to be pretty certain that they're all just the shields. These might be shields as well. No, there are some others. It doesn't look like this one's going to be so successful. No, that one's just a mixture of standard coins. So that was it. So that was a decent hunt compared. That's 10 bags. And what did we find? We found 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Is that 14 different designs? One of which was one of these. One of which was a Jemima Puddle Duck. Now, as you can see, it's not in perfect condition. It's got some sort of discoloration on the left-hand side of the coin, but it actually looks worse on the camera than it is in real life. But I think that's just because it's taken the shine, literally taken the shine off of it. DNV Coins, hi there, he says, or she says. I don't know if you're he or she, but hello. So that was the starters, if you like. I don't know if this wasn't supposed to be as successful, to be fair, as it turned out. And I'm just looking at these seal bags just to make sure that they are all sealed 2019s. Again, just to check, and I can't see anything but 2019 shields, so I think they are definitely 2019 shields. I don't know if 2019 last year had a mixture of 2019 shields and other coins, but I haven't seen many reports of them, so I might have a look at them later just to check, but I don't see any of them with anything but a 2019 shield in. Normally you can tell by just discoloration and so on, but that's not the case. So I'm going to leave those. We're not going to bother with those because that's just coins that we probably don't want to bother searching through. Now you've got a choice actually now whether you want me to go through £2 coins or some more 50p's. I think, I'm pretty certain, yeah, both the bags of 50p's are sealed bags. So unusually I've got all 3 bags, I've got sealed bags of 50p coins in. So that's unusual. So has anybody said what they want? No. There's a possibility I can do £2. I think I'll do £2 next, and then we'll do some more 50p's afterwards. As I said, unfortunately I couldn't get another bag of £2. I was hoping to get at least one more bag, just in case this one turned out to be a bit of a bad set of finds. But I think that proves that that's not going to be the case with the 50p's today. So what I'll do, I'll clear these away. I'll keep them all to one side for the moment so that we can have a look at them. I'll keep them all together. This is the finds from that bag. And 2 of those. So that's that. So £2 next. And these are actually dated today, 14th of February, yeah. So happy Valentine's Day if you're not out with somebody or doing something with your better half. So we'll go with the £2. I was umming and ahhing as to whether to do this tomorrow, and I thought, no, why wait? Why wait? Obviously I couldn't do it yesterday because, well, there was 2 things, but first of all I had other stuff to do during the day, as I've just been talking about, and somebody released these coins yesterday, so I had to do a video about those. So I didn't want to do a live stream and another video. That would just too much for one day. Right, so I've got this. So I'm going to stickerize bags now. 5. I just want to check that there's the correct number of bags. $25 bags, yep. So these are unfortunately the only bags of £2 I have. But we'll start with this one, which is the one I had next to the camera. And we'll see what we find, if anything, in here. I had a quick look. I couldn't see anything of any particular value or anything, but there's the first find. And there's the DNA double helix. I'm wondering, I don't know if anybody saw Caledonian coins. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you did earlier today, then I suggest you watch it. Oops, slightly unusual, should we say. Well, I might be giving too much away if I say more. So anyway, these are the £2. Now these are all technologies. This one isn't. This one is Lord Kitchener. It's not particularly valuable or anything, but it's another find. I don't have much hope for the £2 here because the bank that I got these from don't usually give me much in the way of fines, but there's always an exception, I suppose, and we'll see. But nothing in that bag. I do like doing £2 hunts though because they are fairly quick. Oh, there's one. There's Florence Nightingale. Scottish coin collector says, yes I did, it was unusual, yes. Well, not unusual for some people lately, but there's a very shiny, a lot of luster on that one. There's a very shiny Brunel portrait. I might keep that to one side just to check, see if it's better than the one I've got in my book. You don't often find very shiny Brunel portraits, to be fair, because they're quite an old coin. I'm just having a look. The shine on this one is quite good. Was it 2006? Isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, not a bad coin really, despite it just being a Brunel portrait. Oh, and there's another one. There is a Charles Dickens. Not a particularly valuable one, in fact one of the most common commemoratives. Yes, I did. Everyone should watch, if they haven't. Yep, Snapdragon. I agree. It's one of those hunts. Obviously, Christopher's Hunt as well. If you haven't seen that one, it's one of the longest videos I think he's ever released. But ooh, there's a very shiny, good-looking 2000. Oh, it's not so good on the other side, but the obverse isn't quite as good. But that's also one worth looking, just to see if I've got one that's not quite as good as that. I think at this stage I've got most of the coins in decent condition. Not all of them, but I think most. There's always an improvement to be made somewhere. Oh, and there's another Florence Nightingale. Second one of those. Ooh, I couldn't stop myself in time. I saw that the obverse was a bit special, but that's the first decent find in terms of above face value that we found. Not a particularly valuable coin, but it's Shakespeare's histories, and I don't know if somebody was saying they don't find very many of those. Oh, and there's another Brunel portrait. That one's not in bad condition either. Not as good as the first one I found, but not far off. Yeah. But these are quite unusual £2 as well, really. Quite a lot of decent quality one. Oh, there's an Act of Union. Again, not a spectacularly unusual one to find, but it's a commemorative. And that was it. So I don't know whether or not anybody's got the dinosaur coin yet, if they live in Wales or whatever, and they went to the Royal Mint to get them. I've seen a couple of people online having them. That was a 97, and there's a 2005 in decent condition as well. The 2005, by the way, are a fairly rare year, so I do look at those just to check, see if they're worth exchanging or keeping, even in some cases. Not usually, but it's worth looking. So yeah, if anybody's got a dinosaur coin, I think it was it's a Megalosaurus, isn't it? And I can never say the word, but it's one of them. It's the first of 3. and I've seen a couple of people showing them off. I think Absolute Coins did. Obviously he lives in Wales, so it's fairly close. Scottish Coin Collector said that's a decent find. Yes, it's a decent one. Not the best. We haven't found any, well, Jemima Puddle Ducks of the £2 world yet. But last week was a bit exceptional, so I'm not expecting to repeat that. Especially in this bag, because this bag is one bag. And there's one though. There's the Day St Paul's Celebration coin. That's a common one. And the most common commemoratives again. And I will go through these for the DDOs, 2010 DDOs. Oh look, there's another decent one. You know, somebody may have dumped their collection for these, because this is another decent one from 2001, this one. In fact, if anything, this one's even better condition. This is 2001. You can see just, you know, and that's in really good condition. There's a lot of luster on that one. It's in better condition than the most recent two. Again, I'm going to keep that one because there's a couple of years that you don't find very many of those sort of good quality coins. I think they're coins that people have kept in their collection for a long time and have not been out in the wild, as it were. So obviously they don't get damaged into. Obviously they're in circulation now, so they've been damaged a bit, but not 20 years worth, or very nearly 20 years worth of damage. The Scottish Coin Collector says, I haven't ordered it, have you? I have ordered it. Well, I lie. I've ordered a version. I have done just the BU coin, I think the coloured versions, just to say, oh, I've got them. I don't know whether I'll keep them or whether I'll add them to my collection. Not really a subject that I'm that interested in, dinosaurs, but it was just as easy to order one set. I didn't bother with the gold, for instance. I didn't bother with the silver even. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. There's a lot of them though. That's the thing. So I may have done the wrong thing, but who knows? It's only 20 quid, so it's not going to bankrupt me. There's another decent one. It's not such a good quality one as the previous ones, but it's another 2000. In fact, actually no, it might be better quality than the last one. I'll have to have a closer look at that one. I'm going to keep that one as well. Yeah, so the equivalent of there's quite a lot of decent coins in this lot, actually, some older coins. So 2009, that's usually the oldest. 2008, 2009 is usually the oldest that's in good condition. What's this one? This is RSPCA. So obviously a few animals been looking after this set of coins, by the looks of it. Don't know what's going on there. You see, that's why they're in such good condition, because they can't spend them. It's 2001 again. That's not. I don't think that's quite as good a condition there. It's not quite as good a condition, but we'll check it again later. See, that's 2015, and that's in almost as good a condition as that 2001. Ooh, ooh. What's that one? 2005. That's what I was saying about 2005s. You can tell. I'm slightly annoyed that the 2015 coins actually weren't that well struck in a lot of cases. You can barely tell it's a 2015 coin. But anyway, we'll see. It's not such a good quality one. I thought it was better quality than it looks like it is. We're not finding much all of a sudden. Some decent quality standard technology coins, but nothing in the way of major finds yet. Well, I didn't expect to find much compared with last week. Is that 2005? Yeah, that's 2005 as well. 2007. I haven't found 2010 yet. Not that I've looked particularly, but yeah, somewhat slightly disappointed so far because we haven't found more than just that one Shakespeare's histories so far. But there's plenty of decent coins, it's just the wrong ones. And there's another Brunel Arches, Brunel's Achievements. I haven't found a great deal of coins, to be fair, but it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, really. There's another 2000 as well. There's a new commemorative as well. It's abolition of the slave trade. So I don't think, no, we haven't found that one before. So there's another abolition of the slave trade. There's a 2010. Well, since this is the only one, I might as well have a look. And oh, I can't. It's not focusing. I'll have to have a look at it myself and see if it's worth looking. I don't think. No, I don't think it is. Trouble is, now since I've had my eyes done yesterday, it's difficult to see. I'm going to have a look. Bear with me 1 second. Just have a quick look. I don't think it is, but no, it's not. Since it's the only one I found so far, I thought it was worth checking. There's another 2005 as well. Is that good? No, it's not good enough. Not quite good enough. Hello, Jim Bones. How are you? Feast of Chucky. Hello to you as well. The Scottish Coin Collector says he needs to go, so goodbye. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in there. Oh, there's some more 50p's to come up. If you're not into £2, we will get to those, and we've got 2 lots of seal bags. So there's a Trinity House, a lighthouse. That's a different design. Oh! I've just seen something. Has Scottish Coin Collector gone? Has he gone? Has he gone? There's been a bit of a drought of these just of late. I used to find one a hunt almost. There is a, well, everybody calls it an HMS Belfast, but that's not true. It's a I forget the class now. It's a class of warship, from the First World War, just a representation. It's not HMS Belfast, as that one wasn't actually commissioned until the Second World War, and this is the First World War. So, wrong war, basically. But no, that's a good find. I haven't found one of those for a while. It hasn't got an error on it, unfortunately. There's no, as you can see, there's no flag error or partial flag error or anything on that. But it's a good find. It's only the second above face value. Both selectors coins is nice coin, yes. So it was just had to be quick something. Oh, I came back at a good time. All right, so you did see it. You didn't. I thought you disappeared just as it got exciting there for a minute. So that was the first what I would call decent find. The Shakespeare's ones I like, but they are fairly common. I do find them quite often. So I haven't been finding some parts of the country don't find very many of the World War II ships at all. So, but for a while I was finding one a week, but I haven't found one for a while. So that's a good one. There's another one. There's Brunel Arches, Brunel's Achievements. Third one of those today. Oops. And there's that one. There's another one. There's Guy Fawkes' Gunpowder Plot. And there's it gone upside down. I don't know if it will focus on here. It's probably not going to work because I haven't got it set to autofocus on it. But that one's I think that's the first one. Yeah, that's the first one I found today. Close. I think it's quite a good spread of coins. Fairly limited pickings. But that's a good. But we found a couple. There's another St Paul's B-Day celebrations. Second one of those. And I wanted to ask as well, does anybody care if I keep a book to put these coins in when I do these hunts? Because I haven't got one, and I thought I don't really need to because I've got enough books. But if you think I should get one, then let me know, basically. I don't know if it helps. The thing is, I don't want to follow everybody else and do exactly the same as everybody else. But it's very difficult to keep track of what you found, I suppose, without a book. That's the reason others have done it. But we'll see. I'm not that fussed really one way or the other, but I'd rather not. But if you want me to, then let me know. So I'm getting towards the end. What we've got 5 bags left, including the one I've got here. So not massively successful, but we have found a couple of face value. So not too bad, really. I've had a lot worse. Not, as I said, not a total disaster, but not the most successful. There's another St Paul's V-Day celebrations. It ties with the Brunel Arches. So one more decent find would actually make it a decent hunt, really. I think three in a hunt these days is about as much as I can hope for. And last week was exceptional. But I'll accept whatever we have, whatever we find. It's one of those things. Coin hunting isn't an exact science, and it will be something that sometimes you'll find a lot, sometimes you won't find anything. You have to be patient to do coin hunting. As the Americans call it, coin roll hunting. Obviously because they hunt in coin rolls. I might get a petition to have coin rolls reintroduced into the UK. just so we can call it the same thing. Oh, and the final coin of the final bag is another Guy Fawkes gunpowder plot. So that was the £2 hunt. Not the most successful. I think the find of the hunt has got to be the First World War Navy ship. No flag error, unfortunately, but is in decent condition. Not perfect, obviously, but it is in decent condition. That has to be the find of that hunt, though. Scottish Coin Collector says you don't have to keep a book if you don't want to. And Jordan Clapham, is that? Yes, Jordan Clapham says hello CoinPig. Hello Jordan. Never liked the technologies. Too much going on, says Jimbo. Well, you don't have to like them anymore because they're not being produced. But I do like it, actually. I do like it, but I think it's made it quite easy for fake coins to be made because there's, as you say, there's quite a lot going on, so it distracts people. This one obviously 2001. I went through them all. I didn't see, I should say, a fake in amongst it. So there may not have been a fake in there, which is quite unusual these days. I normally find one, but I generally check again anyway before I send them all back. Well, send the ones I send back, which will be most of them. But there's a couple that I want to look at, obviously. So that's yeah. You prefer Britannias, especially 2015 ones, says Jordan. Yes, the 2015 ones are good. Although, to be honest, I think I'd prefer to find a 2017 or a 2018. Or maybe even a 2019. Because that would be good, too. In fact, it would be better than 2015, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to stick all those to one side. These are the £2 that we found. And I'm going to keep those to one side. These are the ones that I'm going to look through again. Actually, was it that one? No, it was that one. I'm going to have a look at all of these anyway, aren't I? So I might as well put them all together. There we are. So that's 2 bags down. Right. Put those to one side. I'm just going to have a sip of my drink. Right, so So we're on to the £2 now. Now, this next bag, this is, sorry, we're on to the £2. We're on to the 50p's now, I should say. This bag has already been opened. The £250 bag has already been opened because I think they just put the individual seal bags into this particular bag. So the fact that the £250 bag is already open doesn't mean much because the individual bags are sealed already. So you can see that they're sealed. You would be able to, if I take the pen out, open out the bag. So, as you can see, these are all sealed bags. Except that one isn't sealed because that one's got a hole in it, which I just noticed, but most of them are sealed. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on, that one's broken as well. Dear oh dear, there's 2 of them that's broken. Let's just put all these ones that aren't broken, hopefully, to one side. Yeah, I think it's just those 2 that are broken. So that one looks like somebody's tried to open that one. So let's just check that they've got the right number of coins in. And oh, it's got a lot of shiny coins in there. I'm hoping that that's not. No, it's just the way the light's striking them. So there's 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Right. So there's a correct number of coins in the bag. It's just a bag that's broken or been attempted to open by somebody. So let's go through these. Let's start on these, since these are already open. See what we can find. I don't know that there's much in this one, having just looked through it. No, there isn't anything in it. Well, that's annoying. Let's have a look at this one then. This is the second one that's got a little tear in the corner. So, nothing in this one either. That's slightly annoying. There's nothing in both of them. But we'll see. Oh no, these are all 2019. Oh no. These are all 2019. I think the bank's just put all these together and they've included some sealed 2019 coins, which is not what I wanted. These aren't, so hopefully it's just that one, just to make up the numbers. Right, there's one. First find of this bag. There's the People Act in 2018. And Scottish Coin Collector says good night. Good night, Scottish Coin Collector. Thanks for tuning in. Oh. Well, that's annoying as well. One commemorative in the bag. I'm hoping that we're going to have some luck with the seal bags, because week after week I get seal bags and I don't have that much luck. So that start on the other bag with the Jemima puddle duck, hopefully that's... ooh, what's happened to that one? That's what is going on with this one? Looks like somebody's filed it down. there's no relief on it at all. It's basically just a flat coin. I mean, it's a bit dirty and stuff, but you can see the pattern on there, but so there must be a little bit of relief on it, but it's very, very flat. Looks like it's been flattened or filed down. Keep that one to one side. Don't know what that means exactly, but we'll see. Not seen one of those before. Oh, there's one. There's a Victoria Cross, Heroic X. Oops. Oh, I don't normally spot dates, but you may have spotted the date on this one. You may have spotted the date on this one. This one is definitely something. Jordan says, this is my first time watching your channel. How long have you been doing it? And do you have any tips? I recently uploaded a very first coin video of unpacking an Isaac Newton 50p. Well done. How long have I been doing it? It's only been, what, 3 months, I think? Less than 3 months, is it? No, about 3 months. Just over 3 months now. I've had my channel for a long time, but I've not actually used it until about the end of October, beginning of November. I can't remember exactly when I first started, but that's when I first started, so I'm still fairly new to this myself. Do you have any tips of doing videos or of collecting coins? Collecting coins, well, I don't really have tips as such, because it depends entirely on how you do your collecting and stuff, but yeah, no, it's down to you really in terms of what you do and how you do it. If you collect circulating coins, then, and you've got plenty of family and friends, tell them that you do, and see if they can help you out, basically. But other than that, it's really down to you and how you, or what you want to collect. If it's just 50p's, for instance, those are the most common, I think, these days. Feast of Chucky says basketball. Well, should we have a look? Ooh, it's not basketball. It's a ball. There's a ball involved. It's beach volleyball. So beach volleyball is the first Olympic I've found for a while as well. Well, there was one last week, but it was in pretty poor quality. So if I put the coins in the right place, then you can actually see them. So that was the last coin in that bag as well, wasn't it? So that was the first. So first of many, hopefully. Haven't found that many Olympic coins at all recently. I'm still looking for a Isaac Newton, of course. Definitely haven't found one of those in a while, and I'd like to find one sometime soon. There's an upside down Victoria Cross, the medals. Got Victoria Cross Heroic X, so put that next to that. And there's a 2017 Jeremy Fisher. Surprising that we find that one first. It's usually a Benjamin Bunny, but not in this one. So, oops. Let's find another Olympic, shall we? Ooh, that was a shiny one. That's 2019, yes. 2019 shields are a bit of a menace, really. So many of them. I'm sure they didn't need to do as many 2019 shields as they did. I think they might have gone overboard, in fact. But never mind. Can't take them back, unfortunately. There's a dictionary. Yeah, is that the first? Yeah, that's the first one we found in this batch. Oh, I'll just stick that there. Used to be the most common, of course, dictionary, until Benjamin Bunny came out. And then we don't find anything but Benjamin Bunnies and Paddington at the, well, in this case, Cathedral. That's apparently going to be the most common. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case, according to Christopher and various others. It's a nice one to find. We don't know the mintage figures obviously yet, so we'll have to wait and see what about that. So shooting, no, it wasn't shooting, sorry, I missed a few comments. I'm like a pro. I'm not a pro, but I'm like a pro. Is that good, Jordan? I don't know. I don't know if that's good. I don't think I'm a pro, actually, to be honest. I'm very amateur at this at the moment, I'm afraid. Feast of Chucky, nice, he says. What do you Feast of Chucky says, what do you think about the change checker scratch cards? Don't know anything about them really, Chucky. I know about the collection cards. Is that what you're talking about? Are they scratch cards, are they? Because I don't buy from change checker. Oh dear, what's happened to that one? Never mind. We'll come to that one in a sec. There's the Christopher Ironside. That's not. Is that the first one? Yeah, it's the first one of those. It's not a particularly uncommon, but I don't know what's happened to this one. This one, what is it with people and coins? I think somebody's sole occupation is destroying coins, or trying to. There's not a lot left of that one, so that'll go with this. Well, it's almost the opposite. This very flat coin, which is an unusual coin at that. So basically it's the Christopher Ironside, and we'll put that one with that. I'll have a look at that later perhaps. But that's just weird. No, nothing else in there. We're finding some oddities, certainly. Oops. I've already just seen one now. Scottish Coin Collector. Hi, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Well, only an Olympic, that's all. Melted, it looks like it's melted, doesn't it? I don't think it's been melted, I think it's just been hammered. Literally hammered to death, that one. I don't know what's... Someone looks like they've taken a hammer and certainly giving it a beating or two. No violence allowed, of course, but there's another Paddington at the cathedral. Second one of those. Still no Paddington at the tower. Ooh, and there's another Jeremy Fisher. That's the second one of those. Still no Benjamin Bunnies, weirdly. Oh, and there's a Mrs. Tiggywinkle in 2016. It's the only one that's not above face value, apparently, in the 2016 series. So, and there's another dire coin. Oh, and another Paddington at the cathedral. So that's, where'd I put it? Oh, that's so shiny I couldn't see it. So 3-0 at the moment on the Paddington cathedrals versus towers. So, what have you all been doing this week? Anything exciting? Hello, Coin Cupboard. How did the IOP go? Well, it wasn't really an op, it was a procedure, but yes, it went well. Thanks very much, Coin Cupboard. We won't know the results for another few weeks, but I didn't lose my eyesight or anything in the procedure, so that was okay, I suppose. There's another one that's been damaged. That's somebody's scratched that one up. There's a Tale of Peter Rabbit from 2017. I think, yeah. Put that one together with that. Ooh, another Olympic. Ooh, it's not in perfect condition, but it's an Olympic, so I'm not going to grumble too much. There's a fencing. I think it's fencing. So it's not in brilliant condition, but if you get the angle right, you can see. Where's it gone? Yeah, it's not. Can't get the light right properly, but it's fencing, so it's not perfect, but it'll do. It's an Olympic. Oh, and there we are. We had to find one sooner or later. There's a first Benjamin Bunny. First Benjamin Bunny. Yeah, so it's got, that one has got a bit of discoloration on it, a bit of lack of luster on the one side. Bit like the other coin that we found before. I'm not going to say which coin it was, because if you weren't here you won't know about it. You'll have to watch the whole thing all over again. Hint, hint. I mean, I don't personally order them often. I bought a 10-piece set as they were sent one. So, alright, so yeah, I believe you get them every time you order something from them now, but for the time being. But I haven't ordered anything for a while, so I haven't got any. I don't really want to start with something else as well, to be honest. Coins are enough for me for the moment. It's been a busy day for CoinVids, says Coin Cupboard. Yeah, it's well, that's why I haven't put one out today, because yesterday was busy as well. So yeah, I didn't really want to do a live stream and a video on the same day, so that's why I'm doing one today, because I thought, you know what, people deserve a second live stream during the week. I was thinking of doing it tomorrow, but people do stuff on Saturdays as well, so I thought, you know what, I know it's Valentine's Day, but you know, sad people like me haven't got anybody to go Valentine meal hunting or whatever. And plus it costs a fortune on Valentine's Day, even if you go to McDonald's. I don't know, perhaps it doesn't change for McDonald's, but There's a lot of places that are booked solid for like weeks, if not months in advance. Oh no, there's another one of these bags. That's the trouble with these bags. I think this is the trouble. I don't know if it's the other half of the bag that we did earlier, but these are all 2019. Yeah, they're all 2019. So again, not what I wanted. I don't think there's many of those, because I did have a quick look when they're in the bag, and I don't see that many shiny coins, but there must be a couple of bags. So, but anyway, ooh, there's a couple straight away. There's a, talking of Valentine's Day, there's another dictionary, Johnson Dictionary I should say. There's another Paddington at the Cathedral. Still no Paddington at the Tower. Ooh, and another Paddington at the Cathedral. I think Paddington at the Cathedrals are more popular. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not that fussed about the coins, to be fair. They're not my favourite, I must admit. What have I missed? Feast of Chucky. NI Olympic is awesome. Yes, it's good. I'm still waiting to find my first Isaac Newton in a while. Beginning to suspect that people are hoarding them, to be honest. Jordan saying, I've noticed that only send one per order. Yeah, I think that's the point. I think that you only get one per order. So basically order 5 orders in the space of a week. No, don't do that, because you have to pay extra postage and stuff. It's not worth the extra postage, I don't think. Jim Bone says it's getting harder to watch all tubers. Yep, well, as long as you only watch the ones that are your favourites, then no, I'm kidding. Just watch everybody. Just put it on. Oh, you can't. Sorry, I was just going to say put it on 2 times speed, but you can't on live stuff. There's the first Paddington at the Tower. So, oops. It's what is it? 6 to 1 now? No, 5 to 1 now. Oh, just as I say that, we get another one. There's another Paddington at the Tower. 5 to 2. Although it's way after 5 to 2, it's nearly 9:30. But oh, there we are. 6 to 2. There's another Paddington at the Cathedral. Cathedral. I was going to say Palace there. Oh, don't start that. Right, what have I missed? Somebody's typing. I've just got you on in the background editing. Coin Cupboard says, hey, you only need me on in the background, because I'm not a main channel. I'm just a background music type stream, aren't I, really? So I'm just kidding. I don't. As long as people watch occasionally, I don't mind. You don't have to watch every stream I do or every video I do. In fact, it'd be quite difficult to do it, as people have pointed out already. There's so many people these days doing videos, and I think I more or less do a video every day. There's a couple of days when I didn't do over Christmas, and occasionally I have to miss one for various reasons, but I generally do 1 video per day, and that's quite a lot. Especially the live streams. And the Metal Detectorist. Hello, Metal Detectorist. Nice video. I also do coin collecting videos. You should pop in sometime. Ooh, surprise. Yes, I have done, I think, once or twice. Frankie Franks. Hello there. Welcome. Coin Cupboard's agreeing with Jim. It's there's too many people, or no, there's not too many people. You can never have too many people doing coin videos. Perhaps, hopefully. I mean, there's a lot more in America, but of course there is a bigger market in America, and coin collecting and videos like that don't really cross the barriers between the two, because you can't really find a lot of UK coins in North America, and vice versa. You can't find that many US coins in the UK, so it can be a bit difficult, I understand, to watch everything. But I do get people from, actually I get a lot of people from Japan watching my videos, weirdly. I'm not sure how easy it is to follow what's going on, but apparently I do get a few people from Japan. I don't get many comments from people in Japan because they probably don't understand the word I'm saying, but it's probably better than, or more, they understand more about what's going on my videos than I would do on their videos, because I don't speak a word of Japanese. Yes, CoinCupboard's saying he watches all his videos in 2 times speed. Well, I do quite often watch in 1.5 times, occasionally 2 times speed if I have to, but I prefer to watch in 1.5 times speed, because then I don't miss too much. But usually I do watch them a bit faster, I must admit. Hello, Aljax79. Worst hunt I've had. Do you think the bag could have been gone through? Well, it's always possible. It's always possible. Snapdragon says, I play catch up with them all. Yep. Sorry, I'm falling behind. I'm talking too much. I should be hunting. So it's very difficult to watch everybody's videos, especially when people have long live streams and do long videos. But yeah, not everybody's gonna. I'm not gonna expect everybody to watch my videos, for instance. Occasionally you'll get a good video that a lot of people watch, other times they won't watch very much at all. And there's a Scouts. Did we get that one today? No, we didn't. Well, we did, but not in this hunt. So, what was that one? That's what I thought. Another 2019. They're sneaking everywhere. Sneaking into all the bags. Yeah, there's quite a lot of videos to go through these days. I must admit, I do find it increasingly difficult to watch even my videos, to be honest. No, I don't watch my own videos. I do. There's another one that looks like it's been hammered. Or is that? I don't know. Something's happened to that one. Anyway. No, nothing on there. I've suddenly gone to a dry street, not finding anything. Two Olympics though. Oh, I put that one there. I should put that one up there. I was hoping going to find something spectacular like a Isaac Newton. I can dream, I can dream. Kew Garden would be good, but I'd settle for an Isaac Newton. What's that? CCG Carrick Fergus Coin Collectors. Okay, we don't really want to have a discussion about swaps on here. If we can avoid it, please. That just gets messy. If we can avoid that, please. There's a Paddington at the Cathedral. Right, yeah, so what's that Jim saying? Lack of time is a problem to watch all. Yeah, well, we could always extend the day from 24 to, I don't know, 48 hours. How's that? There's a People Act, representation of the People Act. Second one of those I think we found. Yep. Oh, and there's a third as well. That was in, I don't know what's happened to that one. Not in brilliant condition, that one. Well, we're down to the last 5 bags, I think, now, in this one. Not been a total failure. Finding 2 Olympics. There's another public libraries. Oh, we didn't find public libraries in this one. It was in the previous hunt, wasn't it? Oops. Can't even open the bag. And there's one slight snag. I forgot to get some coin bags when I went to the bank today, so I might not be able to put these in bags again until Monday, which is a bit of a shame. Ooh, that surprised me. There's a Olympic 2016 Team GB. It's a bit shiny, but we don't get many of those. Where's the... Oh, that was in the other one again. The Commonwealth Games was in the other hunt. I keep getting confused which hunt's which. So, 3 bags to go. So if we're going to find this Isaac Newton or even a Kew Garden, better be in these. Better be in these. Oh, that's not a Kew, that's another Paddington at the Cathedral. All of a sudden it's gone a bit dry. There's no finds in the last few to speak of. I was hoping to find this Isaac Newton tonight. First one of this year. If I do. That doesn't look like I'm going to. There's a Victoria Cross Hero Cakes. That's the second one of those. And final bag of this lot of 20p's. Oh, and I think that the final bag is a load of 2019 shields. Yeah, it's a load of 2019 shields. So that was a bit of a skunk bag, as they say. But yeah, definitely the finds of this hunt. There's those 2 Olympics. There's volleyball and fencing. I think those are definitely the ones to... We didn't have much else really. It's just those 2 Olympics really. Oh well. Okay, you're on, says Jim. I'm not sure what that was about now actually. Hey CoinPig, as I'm new to your channel, I don't know if you do or not, but do you do £2 and 10p hunts? Yes, I've already done one. You'll have to watch the previous hunt, Jordan, when this video goes up, to rewatch if you want to watch the £2 hunt, or you can always go and watch last week's hunt. It was quite a successful hunt. Well, I think it was last Thursday's hunt. If you scroll back to the live videos from last week, you'll see it would be worth watching. It's a long video, so you'll have to scroll through it if you just want to watch the £2 hunts. But I recommend watching all. But I know we've just been saying that it's a bit difficult to watch everything. So yes, I do. 10p's are a bit difficult at the moment. I can't get a source of them. So, but hopefully, I do occasionally the odd £30 or so, which I do. I think I did last week as well. Don't always find very much, but I do the 10p's and the £2, yes. But not in every video, because it depends on if I can get hold of them or not. I'm not like Christopher or anybody that has a decent following. I haven't got the funds in order to get a guaranteed supply, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to in the future. If you want me to, then I will, but only if everybody keeps watching. And I can get to my goals. So Snapdragon says yes, he does. Oh right, so I didn't read that, so I didn't need to say anything. Jordan says Team GB 2016 will become very collectible if the 2021 goes into circulation. People will want the mint set. Well, I don't know if it relies on the 2020. I think it's a standalone coin, so it will be. I think it will be. I mean, it is becoming quite collectible, and if Team GB do well in 2020 as well in Tokyo, this year in Tokyo, then it could add to that. But I don't think it's going to become popular because of 2020, because there isn't a 2012 coin as such. There's a whole series of 2011 coins, but there isn't a 2012 Team GB coin. If there was a 3 series coin, then maybe. I think 2 is okay, but I think people will like it. But the problem is we're not sure whether or not the 2020 Team GB will actually go into circulation. I would have expected it to, based on the fact that they have done one for 2016 and obviously the London Olympics 2011 set. Although it does mess it up when they put the date of the 2011 when it's 2012, but that's another issue. But yeah, I think hopefully it will go into circulation, and hopefully people will like it and collect it. But there's no guarantee of that, unfortunately. I think the problem is that because this year we've got the Brexit coin going into circulation, that's upset the normal run of coins. I think that's why we've got so many, to be honest, to 2019 50p's, because, or the 2019 shield anyway, because I think part of that was going to be Brexit coin. Anyway, that's that. So Olympic make this a good hunt. Well, there's a couple. We'll keep those. I'll keep the Team GB as well, because although it's not worth keeping necessarily yet, it might be in the future, very near future. And I always keep the Team GBs and what was the other one? Oh yeah, the 2014 Commonwealth ones as well now. We'll see about the others. But yeah, only one Benjamin Bunny in that hunt. That's quite unusual. Quite unusual indeed. We had more broken coins than we had Benjamin Bunnies. But it could have been worse. Those Team GB, those Olympics, I should say, were worth it, I think. Right, now I have another bag of 50p's if you want me to go through those. These are sealed, properly sealed bags in a sealed bag, so I can do that. If you're bored and don't really want me to do it, then fine, I won't, but that's up to you. So you decide, basically. It's getting a bit late, so I'll give you the option. If you're up for it, thumbs up. If you're not, thumbs down, maybe. And while you're doing that, I'll have another sip of my drink. This is the 50p's that I have. These are definitely all sealed bags. And I had a quick look. I couldn't see that they were all 2019 shields. I want to call them 2017 for some reason. I don't know what year it is. Yeah, so everybody's saying yes, hopefully. Yes, go for it, yes. Let's get that Newton, says Jordan. Yeah, well, we'll start. We'll go through this. This will be. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the bag split. Oh dear. I thought that was sealed, but the bag is split, so one of the bags just fell out. Oh well, never mind. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use a different bag, because that one's split. I don't want it all to fall out. So bear with me 1 second, I want to get another bag. Oh dear. Lucky I've got a spare bag. Right, so we'll get started on these. I won't hang around too much because it's getting a bit late, so let's just count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 23, 25. Yep, so we've got the right number of bags. It's always worth checking. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's the right number of coins in the bags, but having the right number of bags helps. So, we'll start with this one. Again, it was the first one that I came to because it was the nearest to the camera. And hope we don't have a ton of 2019 shields. And guess what the first coin is? A 2019 shield. There's a plague of them. I think when people went to the Royal Mint at the end of last year, they were minting more 2019 shields as well. That was a bit of a surprise. It was this November or December, and they were still minting 2019 shields. Oh dear, oh dear. And there's nothing in that one. Disappointing. But I definitely don't have a great deal of luck with sealed bags, as I was explaining last week, I think. Oh, there's the first find, and guess what one it is? It's a Paddington at the Cathedral. I'm wondering if they're going to be as popular as the 2019 shields eventually. Oh, there's a Peter Rabbit from 2017. Let's put that. I keep moving it down, so let's put it up the top there. There. Nothing in that one. Anyway. What have I missed in chat? Anything? 48-hour day, says Jim Bones. I've missed that one, I think. Let's get that Newton thumbs up. What are you drinking, by the way? I'm only drinking water. Feast of Chucky. Can't drink while I'm on stream. I'm just drinking water because obviously I'm talking a lot, so I get a dry throat if I don't drink something. What was it? Potentially 3 hours. That's not the good start I was hoping for. 2 finds in 3 bags. I used to get a lot of decent finds in 50p's, and then just recently, in the last 6 months, I seem to struggle. It's like they're saving up all their bad seal bags for me, specifically. Oh, there's a coin. There's a fairly decent, actually. Victoria Cross, the medals. First of those, hopefully. Well, that's not a very good bag either. Obviously, I will look through for various other coins afterwards. The 2017. Oh, there's a Benjamin Bunny. That time we found another Benjamin Bunny. We've only had one so far in this set of hunts. Ooh, and there's another Paddington at the Cathedral as well. So that's the second one of those. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. I knew that would happen. Easter Chucky says, no, I thought it might have been tea or coffee. No, I don't drink much tea or coffee, to be honest. I don't know. I've never really drunk a lot of tea or coffee. I don't particularly like tea at all, but I drink coffee occasionally, but not very often. Well, sealed bags don't agree with me. I don't understand why I get so much bad luck at sealed bags. And that earlier one, it wasn't supposed to be very lucky. So far, the best hunt of these sealed bags. And that's just annoying. I haven't had a decent 50p hunt from a sealed bag, I don't think, since I started streaming. I say decent, I mean more than decent. I've had a couple of decent ones, but obviously the one earlier was 10 bags, and I got more in there than I have so far in this. Which is supposed to... Oh, now I'm dropping the bag. No, I'm dropping the coins on the floor as well. I don't mind it being slow like this, as long as the payoff is I get an Isaac Newton, or a Kew Gardens even. Oh, there's one. Not what I was looking for particularly, but there's a Christopher Ironside. Definitely not that many finds so far. When I first started coin hunting, I think it was like 18 months ago now, I used to get about 38 finds in £2 coins on average, and you know, in a whole bag, £500. So almost 10%, and it was about the same sort of figure for the 50p's. Decent, I mean, of decent coins. Overall it was more, of course, but it's definitely not 10% anymore. I don't know what the figure is, but it's definitely not 10%, not in sealed bags anyway. There we are. There's our best find so far this evening. Maybe not. There's a Benjamin Bunny. We've still only found 2 of those as well. Well, one day I will get a decent 50p hunt from sealed bags. Most of my decent hunts have not been sealed bags. They've been coin dumps from, you know, collections and stuff. I don't know whether it's because of where my banks get their coins from, because I noticed these what they call vortex bags are particularly prone to very bad set of finds, which is slightly annoying. It's like somebody's taking them out before they actually get into the bags in the first place. So perhaps I don't want to get vortex bags in the future, but the trouble is I don't get the choice really. But these are definitely sealed bags. Oh, there's a Paddington at the tower, finally. one of those. Oops, tearing the bag in half. That was the first lesson. Ooh, we got a different one. We got a Sherlock. Decent quality one as well. Ooh, finally we got something decent as well. Taylor of Gloucester. That's the 2018 Beatrix Potter. That's the best one so far, I think. Which is weird. Have to wait all this time. But that's somewhat makes up for the lack of other finds. Still got plenty of bags to go through, of course. Getting weak in my old age. So, we're going to find another Olympic. Hopefully we will. Oh, that's not an Olympic. That's a weird find. Not well, weird, I don't mean weird, but I mean unusual. That's an unusual one. That's the no, I can never remember what flower it is actually. It's a 1997 from the Guernsey Isle. Oh, Guernsey, I should say. So I think it's a common year, so not a spectacular find, but I don't find that many. It's usually Jersey ones I find. So that's a decent one, not in particularly brilliant condition, but I can't open the bags tonight. Right, let's looking up now. We found a couple of decent finds now, and then we found also a dictionary. Actually, first one of those as well. Ooh, and another, that's the second one of those we found tonight. We found another EU 25th anniversary. I still have 73 to 98. In decent condition. That one's another one above face value, just about. Freesia, that was the one. Feast of Chucky, thank you. I couldn't remember the name of the flowers. I'm not a flower person either, but yeah, Freesia's the one. Ooh, there's a couple. There's Tom Kitten. I think that's the first one we found, Tom Kitten, tonight. Put them there, and another dictionary as well. Nothing spectacular there, but we've definitely not found that many. I was expecting to find a lot more of the Beatrix Potter from 2017, certainly Benjamin Bunny. So, we found 3 decent finds now. So, I mean, 3 decent ones that we know about. The Sherlock Holmes might be a decent one, but we don't know about it yet. I don't think the Paddingtons are particularly brilliant, though they could surprise us with the vintage figures when they come out. I'm guessing not, though. I was just saying the other day, actually, I haven't found very many territories lately. So, Guernsey's quite a decent find, really. Is that another one that's been... oh no, not quite. Ah, well. Oh, Victoria Cross, Heroic Axe. It's one of those. Did we have one of those? No, we didn't have one of those in this hunt. Oh, finally we found a... oh no, we have found one already. See, I'm getting confused as to which hunt we found. There's a Paddington at the tower. So it's two each. Two each of those. So, oh, another Benjamin Bunny. Is that just, oh, it's the third one. I thought it was just the second, it's the third one. Those we found. Oh, third, we've gone from 2 to 4 in one bag. And there's another dictionary as well. Not very good quality one, that one. What's happened to that one? Oh, so we're getting close to the end now. We've only got 5 bags to go. Not been the most successful hunt. Still time to find that Isaac Newton there. That's not an Isaac Newton, that's a Paddington at the cathedral. So it's 3 to 2. Oh dear. I was hoping for more, I must admit. I don't know what other things you have in store for the weekend. I don't know if anyone's going to the Royal Mint, for instance. There we are, it's looking up. Just coming up to the last few bags and we found a WWF. And no, there's no wrestling involved in this one. This is the World Wildlife Fund, except of course it's not called the World Wildlife Fund anymore, which we figured out fairly recently, even though it's still called the WWF. Anyway, that's another story. That's quite a popular coin. It's quite a difficult one to find these days as well. But that one's definitely a good coin to find. Javid found the coin. Hello, good evening. You're just in time to find a WWF 50p. We're having a bit of a spot of bother today trying to find coins, in fact, in this last hunt. But we found something. Well, I found it. You were just watching, but you know what I mean. He's just saying, yep, he's going to, oh, he's not going to the mint, sorry, I misread it. It's by the time you get there it'll be shut, it's so far away. Well, if you're walking, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, if you're up in Scotland or even in some parts of England, if you can't get to South Wales very easily, then yes, it's a bit of a pain, isn't it, really? Julian says, very nice find, WWF. Easter Chucky says, nice find. Yep, it was a good. That was a good saving really of the hunt, because up until there wasn't that much to get excited about. But that one certainly made up for a lack of Olympics, for instance. Well, not made it up for it, but it's compensated for a lack of Olympics, or even an Isaac Newton, as I keep saying. There's another Paddington at the cathedral. I think this is the one that's causing all the problems, you know. Paddington. I think they've made so many of them that they're replacing all the coins that would be there with the Paddingtons. Well, I say that, and yet I found another one of these, the second one this evening. It's a Beatrix Potter anniversary coin. That's from 2016. That's a decent coin to find. It's not that easy to find these now, but that's the second one I found this evening. Found one in that first hunt earlier. So that one's a good find. All the 2016 apart from Mrs. Tiggywinkle. And we've only found one of those, I think, tonight. Is a good find. Oh, and there's a one we were talking about earlier as well. So all of a sudden, there's a lot of decent finds coming up. Well, okay finds. This one's a 2014 Commonwealth Games. And a lot of people were pointing out that that could be worth a bit soon. Just a bit, not a lot, but just a bit. So, the last couple of bags. I wonder if we can end on a high. Because I'm fond of finding finds at the beginning of hunts and then nothing at the end. But we seem to have been having a bit of reversal today in this hunt. WWF turning up. Ooh, and there's another. It's not the one that I really want, but that'll do. There's a Taylor of Gloucester. Forgot what his profession was for a minute there. Taylor of Gloucester. It's the second one of those. And that's worth something anyway. Ajax says, we'll get to the mint one day. I live in the northwest, so about 30 miles north of Liverpool. So yeah, it's quite a way for you to go. The best bet, if you can't get there on your own steam, is take the train to Cardiff. But obviously, it's quite an expensive and time-consuming journey if you do that. So last bag, this is last bag of this hunt. So if we're going to find that Kew Gardens, that Isaac Newton, it'll have to be in this bag, because there's no more, at least not until next time. Ooh, and there's another Paddington at the Tower. So it was almost 50-50. What's that? That's 3 to 4. 4 Paddington at the cathedral, 3 at the tower. So far. So, what else? Anything else? Is that all we're going to find now? I think it might be. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, not the best hunt ever, but we didn't find any Olympics in that one, but we did find a couple of Olympics earlier on, and we did find a Jemima Puddle Duck, and we did find a WWF in this one. So all in all, not the best series of hunts. The £2 was okay. We found that coin as well. I suppose this hunt has got to be the WWF coin. That's the best that I've found in this lot. Overall tonight, I suppose it's a it's a toss-up between the Olympics and the Jemima, I suppose. I'm thinking this might be the better of the two, but it's difficult to know, really. In terms of mintage figures, it's probably one of the Olympics, but it's not in bad condition. Not in good condition, but it's not in bad condition. We didn't find any of the top Olympics, but 2 Olympics in, was it £750? That's not that brilliant, really. So anyway, that's all the coins I have. So any questions, any comments? Let rip. What we got? 2017 Shield before Taylor. Well, yeah, 2017 in terms of mintage figures, yes. But I do find a lot of 2017 Shields. And I'm just wondering whether I'm actually going to continue to do so, to continue to save them, actually. I may do what I do with the 2008s and only save the best ones, I find. Because there's only so many that you can have. I mean, I think some people keep them all, but there is a limit. I don't really need 250 of the same coin, even if they are worth slightly more than face value. Have we found the coin? I had about 6 tower ones in my last hunt. Yeah, that's about average, I suppose. 5, 6, maybe. I've only got 3 today on this one, and what did I get on the previous one? I only got 2 on the last one. Previous one we didn't find any, but I wasn't expecting any because it was only a short hunt. But yeah, so we've only got about 5 towers, and how many did we get in the end? 3, 6, 8, 8, 10, 12. So we got 12 Paddington at the cathedrals and 5 at the tower. So more than double, I suppose. Yeah, we won't know for certain until the figures come out, of course. I did go back and have a look at all my Paddingtons, the ones I've kept, and I do have a lot more towers than I thought I did, to be honest. But obviously I think they came out first, so that's probably why. I think the Paddingtons will have the same mintage figures, says Jordan. Well, that's what I said. That's what I've been saying, but I don't know. No, it's very difficult. One person doing a hunt is very difficult to know for certain exactly what's what, actually, to be honest. Francis, hello Francis. Did I say hello? I don't know if I said hello. Puddle duck all the way. Yep, I think I'm heading that way as well. It's always a bit difficult when you've got a choice like that. WWF is actually quite difficult to find as well now, for me anyway. So I think I find more puddle ducks than I do WWFs overall. So in that respect, WWF should be number 1. But I think I've got about the same number overall. It's just that most recently it's been more difficult to find the WWFs, and they're an older coin, of course, the 2011. So that makes sense. Jerry says, "Did you find this Jemima puddle duck today?" Yes, I did. You'll have to watch the whole video to see what else I found. But as we discussed earlier. Not everybody has the time to watch all videos, but yes, I did. Jerry Mac. Hello, Jerry Mac. I don't know if I said hello to you either. Searched through £750 worth of 50p's, and every single one was the commemorative, but all commons. Well, every single one of £750, that's 1,500 coins, commemoratives. I think somebody would dump some coins then, if that was the case. 1,500 coins in just commemoratives is uncommon, should we say. Battle of Hastings. No, Battle of Hastings is above face value. That's not that common. I mean, technically it is common. It is a common coin compared with some of the others, but they are slightly above face value. Very slightly. I wouldn't say more than £1, but they are slightly above above face value. And you've given them all back. Oh no. I mean, obviously, when I say they're worth about £1, that doesn't necessarily mean that people will pay you £1, because it depends on who you're trying to sell them to, or who you're trying to pass them on to. And not everybody will pay for coins anyway, so you have to find the right person to get the £1. But anyway. Francis says, see you, CoinPig. All those watching, bedtime for me. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in anyway, Francis. Feasty Chucky says, gonna head off too. Good stream. See you next time. Yes, I'm just about to finish, so I was just going through the last few comments. So thanks for tuning in anyway, Francis and Chucky, and see you next time, hopefully. Jerry Max says, yes, someone cashed in their collection. I have another 2 bags to pick up tomorrow. Yay, good. That'd be good if you can find something in those as well then. Value wise, is Puddle Duck better than WWF? And I've got plenty of Puddle Ducks as well. I think Puddle Ducks have come down in value. The problem is, of course, if you watch or look at the Change Checker website and have a look at their eBay listings, or not their eBay listings, I should say, their price checker, then yes, well, I think it's gone back up, because it had gone down and then it's gone back up. But of course, these are retrospective prices, so they're always slightly out of date, so you have to bear that in mind. And I think over the past 3 or 4 months we may have seen a few Puddle Ducks go into circulation that weren't already in circulation, so I think the numbers may have gone up, so that may have affected their value, but not a great deal. They're still worth at least 10 quid anyway, according to what people are paying. So but WWS, they're probably not as worth as much because people don't know about them as much, I think, but not that far off, £7 or £8 I think, maybe, if you're lucky. I wouldn't necessarily expect that, but you can get that much. Oh, sorry, I've got a itch, I got a scratch. Got plenty of Puddle Ducks, as well as found few weeks back, and already out all the albums. Right, okay. So Jerry Max says maybe it was someone selling on eBay and got fed up with it. maybe, because the problem is with selling, of course, coins is that to make a profit you have to actually sell them higher than the face value by quite a bit, and if people aren't paying that, then it's not really worth it. That's why Christopher, for instance, stopped selling coins, because it's a lot of work for very little reward. I mean, there's certain coins that will be worth it, but most coins won't be. Most people will just want to swap coins and that sort of thing. Snapdragon, thanks for the live stream. Great as usual. Puddle duck all the way, said my partner. Yeah, well, thanks everybody for tuning in anyway. If you're off to bed now or gonna leave, then thanks for tuning in. It's been quite a while actually. It's been about almost 2.5 hours. So it wasn't the longest one I've ever done, but it wasn't the shortest either. It would have been longer if I'd have found more finds, perhaps. Javid says, don't trust eBay. Lols. Well, eBay is fine. It's not eBay that's the problem. It may be some of the people that use it, but that's not something that you can control, unfortunately. Obviously, eBay do take a cut of the money, so you have to price that into the sums. Jerry Mac, yes. Javid found the coins. Says yes. I meant someone cashing in so many commemorative coins. Yes, that's what I think. Never buy from eBay, or if you know them, that's a different story. Yeah, I only buy from eBay. Generally speaking, I've never had any major problems with eBay. Once I think I had one minor problem, but eBay sorted it out within a matter of hours. So I must admit, when eBay first started, I didn't trust it, and there were problems. But I think they've been around long enough now to sort out most of the problems. Obviously, that's not guaranteeing anything, but Jerry Mac says, good night everyone, thanks. That's going to be bed. I'll watch the vid from the start when yeah, well, thanks for tuning in, Jerry Mac, and thanks for tuning in everybody else, because I think that's the end of the comments. That's the end of the stream, unfortunately. I'll be back on Tuesday, hopefully, with some more. And in the meantime, you can watch this again shortly. I'll have to edit bits and pieces of it, so it does take a bit of time, but I will do that as soon as possible. If you can't do it tonight, then tomorrow maybe. And make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, please, if you like this sort of thing, and like, comment, and all the rest of it. And also make sure that if you're into social media and you've got Instagram or Twitter, that you connect to my accounts as well, because that'll let you know when I'm going live, for instance, and for various things like that, and also when I publish videos. If there's a problem with one of the videos that I put out or something like that, you can also get in contact with me via those. Best bet is to go onto my YouTube channel and do that. Put a comment on there, because I will look at those. I generally look at those about a day after the videos come out, so usually in the morning, the following morning. So I may not see things straight away, but if there's a problem with the video or whatever, then hopefully I will notice it. That's happened once or twice. So good night, Jerry. Good night, Bo Selector. Yes, I'm still going on. I'm still just finishing. I've been trying to finish for the past 10 minutes or more. Javid found the coin. Okay, take care. Maybe. Also, mate. CoinPig. And good night all. Good night all. Good night everybody. Good night, Bo Selector. Good night, Jerry Mac. Good night, Javid. Good night, Coin Clubbed, if you're still editing. I think you finished editing by the looks of it. But good night everybody, and I'll speak to you again next time, hopefully. Bye.